Welcome into part 6 of Nerdonia. We left off being on the edge of the cliffside. Toadstool had turned into a hawk and examined the altar on the spherical part of the map. There appears to be some large statue in front of the altar, and then there's also, now they can see spiders coming up out of the mist. Lots of them. And from alcoves on the side of the wall.
Are you guys still there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry, my phone dropped the call.
No worries. Alright, so we should be good to go.
I roll to attack. I hit for 1,001 hit points.
So I'm in that canyon, right?
Where is your token?
The redhead,
I-
right?
Oh no, you're on the cliff edge.
Okay, but I had climbed down and I put the rooms in the proper order and opened the door, right? That's
Oh,
what
then
we did
yeah,
last
you would
time.
actually be. I'm gonna move the bunny guy. I'm gonna move the lathe. Just give me a second.
Yep. No.
You shut up. Damn. Sorry, guys. I was talking to my partner.
No worries. Make it so you could actually see the little guys.
Those are last spiders.
And just because I don't want to put a ton, each of the little spiders represents 10 spiders.
So there's 60 spiders here.
That is ridiculous.
160.
Oh my god.
Each spider icon stands for 10 spiders.
Yeah, and there's 6 of them.
Wizard.
Oh, you put more.
Yeah.
So wait, is everybody still up top, or is some of us up top and others are down below where the spiders are at?
You, the goblin, red, and the I'm going brain dead here. The chimeric fox is up on top of the ledge in the lemon tree grove, and then Ingo is pushing buttons on the door, and she successfully opened the temple door at this point. Lalathian's behind her, and then Toadstool is behind him, and I think you're still in hawk form, right?
Yeah, I kind of figured I'd be in hawk form yet.
And who was it last session that said that these weren't spiders, that I should have known the difference between the two? Spiders and foxes.
I think the consensus was kind of everybody assumed you failed your roll or something.
Were you the one that did tremor sense and misread the spiders for something else?
Yeah, no, I what I did was I rolled on, and I did tremor sense, but I made everybody believe that it was actually foxes.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly what happened there.
Hello?
No, I'm just asking because I'm trying to see how I'm going to play this out, depending on if someone figured
Well,
it out.
everybody was convinced there were foxes until they started messing with the bridge, and the door was the thing that triggered all the spiders to start coming up. I mean, technically, there could be foxes down there. I mean, you can't see. There's mist.
Right.
What they're assuming is they probably figured you screwed up your roll, and the fox you heard was the fox that was standing right next to you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's the most common thing they would assume happened.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like we got a Lalathian now. So it's up to you. Everybody can do what they want.
Well, I'm just going to answer from last session when someone said that I should have known the difference between spiders and foxes. I'm going to say, well, I swear I thought I heard foxes anyway. Come on now.
Can I see the spiders from up here?
Oh yeah, no, they're above the mist now.
Aren't
The-
they?
So we can do whatever we want?
Aren't we rolling initiative?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, I guess I'm gonna hold. I'm still in hawk form, so I'm just kind of hanging out, watching what everybody else is doing.
He's like,
Well, I don't know how I'm going to get down unless I jump down, or unless y'all said that there was rope to get down all the way.
How did Annika get down? Was it a rope?
Yep, we
Yeah, it was a rope.
just not knotted.
Dang it, I forgot to click my name. keep forgetting to do that.
Wolf.
Do I need to just re-roll mine?
Do you remember how to add it from last time?
No, I rolled a 19 and my initiative was a +1, so.
So either he can add you or you can add yourself by right-clicking on your picture. But that's kind of hidden under Toad.
I added you to initiative, so.
Thank you.
Also, very sorry for the late arrival.
There we go, I'm learning.
We get better and better every day.
Well, I was sitting here and I'm like, there has to be some way to, like, have each group have its own initiative while still being able to roll initiative.
Yep. Oh, I am on that one. Okay. That's why it didn't go in there. Huh. We're good. I think somebody said they had Fireball.
I
don't
do.
think I have the area effects. Oh, I do have something I can do.
We need to get them stacked all in one spot, though.
There you go.
That's really the gamut of initiatives. Half the group rolled 19 or higher.
That's actually not going to help. Is it?
Well, group 4 is going to finish climbing up the wall, and then that's going to be the end of their turn. Now,
Question for the
Salazar.
GM. Are
I'm
these
sorry, what?
swarms or individual spiders?
Oh, sorry, you missed that part. Each spider counts as 10 spiders. 10,
Okay.
I'm going brain dead here. Medium-sized spiders.
Oof, okay. So we can
So
still
they're
target
big.
them.
Oh boy. So hold on. Which one's climbed up on the wall, or is it not up to where we're at, or where I'm at?
Group 4. They're by the R3 part on the map. That's
Oh,
group
okay.
4. Group 3 is the one to the left of that. Group 2 is southeast, and group 1 is southwest.
Okay, so I would literally have to climb down the rope to get down there then.
Yeah. I mean, unless you have a
Okay,
ranged
so
weapon or
I'll-
something. So.
Well, I don't want to be using all my javelins just yet. So, but he is going to take a javelin off his back. And you know what? I guess I'll just target this one right here.
Okay, those are the
Um,
ones that are climbing up the rock face. So, like, say you did kill it, it would fall to the ground and you would lose your javelin, and you only have one.
Oh, I only have one.
Yeah, remember, you only have one.
Oh, that's right. Okay, never mind. You know what? I'll just climb down the rope and I'll just get prepared for them to come right up the side to where I'm at.
Hey, Paladin, you're big and strong. Can you carry one of the smalls with you? Maybe the nerd if it doesn't have good arm stuff? Or are you guys going to feather fall down? I ask Vivian.
I have fireball.
Fireball!
Start the bridge on fire. Now remember, this is a rickety-ass bridge, so, like, you guys are putting more and more weight on it, just so you know.
Is Red a part of this initiative order, buddy?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, and while I'm doing that, by the way, I'm just going to go ahead and cast Shield of Faith on myself. And that'll just be the end of my turn.
Okay, you're not going to be able to do both those things because, like I said, it's 100 feet down, so you're probably going to have to use your full action to climb down.
Okay, never mind then. I'll just end my turn there then, with the climbing down.
I need 3 athletics checks. Sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I was interjecting rule stuff, but it doesn't matter.
No, what were you going to say? What's the rule I'm missing?
Climbing is half your speed, unless you're sliding down or falling.
Okay, so 15 is what you're saying then?
He could double move to make it 30, but like you said, 3 athletics checks will get him down, but
I'll do the
depending
3 athletics checks.
that could be a potential of rounds.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so it'll take him like 3 rounds basically, but the attack doesn't count as like a whole nother thing of movement like it used to in 3.5?
So he can use his action as a move and his movement as a move.
Yeah, that's okay, but I'm still wrong. So he'd make it 2/3 of the way down then. So I need 2 rolls.
Or I could do dash and do it that way too, because dash is considered an action and it doubles my movement speed. So do 2 or 3 athletics checks.
I don't know, would dash work on a rope? I want to go with no, but
I believe.
Well, dash is considered actions in combat: attack, dash, disengage, dodge, grapple, help, hide, improvise, influence, magic, ready, search, shove, study, and utilize.
Okay, what's the description of dash?
Dash is using your action to get an extra move, which is why he could move twice during his round.
So he doesn't even really need it. He'd just be able to do it by... Okay, so 2 athletics rolls.
So you would move
2 athletics rolls? All right.
For 5e rules. But again, we're playing a loose game, and you're the GM. You can kind of say it works however you want.
Well, I don't want to completely homebrew and break everything. I mean...
There you go.
Identical, interesting. Okay. Alright, so you're 2/3 of the way down. Were you taking one of the other people with you, or no?
I mean, I could take the nerd's arm on my back.
I mean, what does the nerd want to do? She actually moves first, doesn't she?
Yeah, because I screwed up and didn't get the initiative in there. The nerd is actually halfway down the cliff. She's doing some monk stuff, basically just sliding down the rock face with her hands.
Parkour.
Pretty much. That's what she's doing.
All right, then who's... Okay, so Is
Well,
this
she's a
person-
ranger, man.
Is
Oh.
Vivian the wizard?
Okay, who's the one in the red cap?
I'm the goblin.
That's Vivian, the wizard.
Okay, well, all right, I'll take him with me then.
Okay, so then you're 2/3 of the way down.
Okay.
But you will actually, once it gets to your turn, Vivian, you'll still get to do an action if you want.
Yay!
All right, Lilathian.
All right. Well, I don't like this. I'm on the bridge. Red looks like they're making their way down. I'm ranged, so I'm beating feet. I'm getting across this bridge. I don't want to be stuck out here. So,
Okay, so your options are towards the altar with the red orb of what looks to be death, and then
Yep.
there's going south will take you into what they call the temple. It's the door Ingo opened
Oh.
up.
Is that the door shield? Okay, well then I'm going into the temple. I mean, I assume that the red orb is where we need to be, but if the sarcophagus isn't over there,
Oh, you can actually you can see the sarcophagi with a giant statue in front of it that's about 15 feet tall.
okay, so that's over here in R3. The
Yep.
sarcophagus there. Well, from our last experience, we just have to go and unlock the sarcophagus. We know that this red. I'm headed towards the sarcophagus. I'll try and figure it out from there.
And
So I'm gonna
then,
go
sorry,
my full
to
30.
reiterate, above the golem's head is a red orb, and that or a red gem, and that appears to be what's creating the semicircle around the altar.
Is that red gem look like the red gem that we pulled out of the other sarcophagus?
It looks very similar to the pink one, yes.
Okay. So then I yell, "We just need to get red over here. The red gem and red should take care of itself from there. It looks like somebody already busted it out of the sarcophagus." Hopefully that's accurate. Are these 3 spiders here in...
That's 30.
Yep, 30's my movement.
No, 30 spiders. So, like, if you go that way, you're running towards 30 spiders, and you can see another 30 off to the left side coming up the cliff as well.
I can't like that, buddy. I can't like that at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of a precarious situation.
All right. Well, I guess I will then use my action to move again.
Well, I can let you go on the way back machine if you didn't realize it was that many, and you're running into like potential death.
Nope. I'm gonna use my action to move again and get on the other side of this red thing and hope that these spiders come through the red mist and see what the red mist does to living things.
Oh, okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. Get up there. 25, 30. And then I will go ahead and use my bonus action to hop and be up here.
Okay.
That ends my turn.
All right. They would finish climbing up onto the ledge.
How big are these spiders?
Medium size, so they're probably about as big as a halfling or a goblin, maybe 40 to 50 pounds.
Are they like poisonous or venomous or anything like that?
You can do a nature check. Or if you just bring it up in conversation to somebody else, like Red, she would just tell you, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 20.
Yeah, these are poisonous.
But yeah, you succeeded. They appear to be poisonous.
Yeah.
I'm putting it there. I don't want to cover Vivian up. All right.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
All right. So that group wasted its movement getting over to you, and now part of it's hanging off the bridge, which is starting to hang lopsided now due to the weight. It's pulling to the left. All right. And it's Vivian's turn, or Rigsalti.
Okay. If I hit this one, how many can I hit?
You'd hit the whole group of 10 with a fireball.
Well, I know the group of 10, but there's others within 10 feet of them.
Yeah, fireball.
Oh, then it's whatever the area of effect would be. I mean,
It's, if I remember right, it's 20-foot radius, so 40-foot is the area.
oh, well, then you could smoke 4 groups of them that are to the
That's
right
what I was
or left.
thinking. So, they need to make a dex save.
Are you still able to make it so that it doesn't hit us?
Yep.
Or-
Dem let me use my evoker abilities with the orb.
Sweet.
I don't remember what my DC is.
Your proficiency bonus plus your intelligence modifier plus 10. So I'm assuming 17-ish?
Well, my int is +5 because it's 20, and my proficiency is 2, so that's a +7.
So 17.
17.
The group to the farthest right, this one over here, made it, but the 3 to the left did not.
Okay, so that one on the right takes half damage. You said it was 6d6, or how many?
It's the D6 is based on your level.
Yeah, it says in the spell book when I looked it up on D&D Beyond, it says 8d6.
Oh, his is a special case. It's an orb that casts it. That it increases the damage by 1 for every hit dice he has. So eventually it will actually supersede the spell itself.
Nice.
So what's the d6s at my level?
3. You're level 3, so 3d6.
Are you
Nice.
going above, behind, or to the right? I missed it.
I'm attacking this group. So with 20 feet, I'm hitting 40 spiders for 12 damage, except 6 for the ones on the right, because they made their save.
Okay, well, you don't kill them, but you, mess them up, and you would actually, the explosion would blow some of the rock off, and they would actually lose their footing. So they fall. Even the ones that made their save would still fall.
Do they take fall damage?
Oh, I'm totally sure, yeah. But you wouldn't know. I mean, you can't see through the fog. So, I mean, you could wait and listen till next round to see how long it takes for them to hit the ground.
From way back on the other side of the statue, I yell, "If you guys get across the bridge, we can bottleneck the ones that are coming from you guys."
Yeah, but the bridge isn't going to hold all of our weight.
Well, the spiders are already pulling it down. Anyone that's looking at it, so Salazar, as you're climbing down, you would realize that your weight would probably push the bridge over the edge.
Okay.
Like yours and Vivian's. It would just be too much weight at this point.
And remember, Toad is a bird, so he's not actually on the bridge.
Well, even if he was, the weight would be so negligible, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not going to matter.
Which is why I got off the bridge.
Well, if I move, I'm getting an attack of opportunity, so I'm going to stay where I'm at.
Did anything attack you? Oh, I see what you're saying, because you have a spider right next to you?
I have 2 groups of spiders next to me.
Right now, they didn't do anything. They just used their movement action to get to the bridge, and they're hanging off the bridge, pulling down that side of it. So, it's at a slight angle, and it's going to get worse this next round. to where it might actually collapse. The rope might break.
Might be worth the attack of opportunity not to get swarmed on the bridge or have the bridge break.
Well, like I said, Ingo, the door to the temple is open.
You know, you're right. I'm gonna.
Well, you're still 30. You're still 30 feet above the temple door, Vivian. Because you're riding. You're on Salazar still.
Oh, then I can't really move of my own volition. I'm being carried.
Yeah, I mean, you could let go and
stay
fall.
I'm not gonna fall. That would be a bad idea.
I've given you options.
Featherfall's a reaction if you have it prepped.
I don't have Featherfall.
Oh. Okay.
So is that your turn?
Yep.
All right, he's clinging on to Salazar.
My turn?
Nope, spiders.
Oh, okay. I just heard something about Salazar, so I was like, oh, wait. Okay.
That group's going to move over to here, and they are not going to be able to do anything because they spent all their time moving. All right, Toadstool.
All right, everybody. I don't know. How far can I fly, or how? What's my movement speed in Hog? Probably like 60. I don't really want to look it up.
I'd say 60 sounds okay to me if you were in flight. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna move up towards. Can I fly over this red area here?
I mean, there is.
Or like-
It only goes up so high. It goes up maybe 20 feet, like at the pinnacle of it. It's half an orb basically. So at the height of it, it's 20 feet.
Fuck it. Okay. And we never clarified, and I don't know if I don't think I have the feature yet for my character to cast while in form.
In this current thing, because it's your special ability, I'll allow it.
Ooh,
Okay.
That's a nice GM. So for 5e knowledge, that's not a thing unless you have a magic item or a real kind GM.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because I'd have to look it up.
Well, he's using a special form of polymorph that is his constitution penalty thing, so I'm going to allow it, but only in this form.
That's
I
awesome.
wasn't sure if it was a level associated thing or not. I'm gonna use Ice Knife. I think I roll this first. That should be my to hit. I'm gonna hit these guys to the right.
That's not going to
Yeah,
succeed, but I know it explodes, right?
Yeah, it explodes and it does. They need to make a dex save against 12 or whatever it is.
How many of them? Like, how big of an explosion is it? 10 feet?
Clear my shit here. It's 5 feet. Everything within 5 feet.
So do you want... Which set are you going for, the left or right?
The right side.
Okay, so do you want the top two or, like, the left side too?
Well, I mean, is this... Because I presumed if I hit this one in the middle, it would hit all of them. I don't know.
Yeah, good point, I suppose.
A gap there, because, I mean, they're not, like, exactly aligned to grid.
Okay.
So they would make their save.
I don't know if the one that got 11 would, though.
So 2d6.
What's your spellcasting modifier? What's your wisdom?
It'd be 7. My wisdom?
Yeah, what's your wisdom bonus?
15. Well, bonus is 2.
So the DC is probably 14, is my guess. So yeah, the first group fails, and then the second and third group would make it.
Okay. I think the 7. I guess I rolled a 6, so I got a 7 on the cold damage for the shards, so they would take 7 damage.
Okay, you mess them up. You don't kill any of them, but they got bits of frost on them now.
All right, that's me.
Ingo's turn.
So can I cast shield and move forward? Actually, I'm in the cavern, right? Like
No, you're
I'm
still on the
not near.
bridge. You could go if you went 5 feet south, even technically 1 foot south. You'd be in the temple.
Oh, okay. Can I cast shield and then move forward into
Yeah,
the shield
totally.
or into the temple? Okay, I'll do that.
We're just gonna put you over here for now.
Okay, so let's see. Do I have to roll anything?
No, you're not being attacked
Okay.
by anything. So
Okay.
and that's everything you want to do, right?
Yeah, just want to shield and move into
Okay.
the temple.
As you go into the temple, it's dark. It smells moist, and you can see 2 sconces on the left and right side as you walk in with what appear to be old torches.
Is there any way to light them?
Well, you could take one, and you could next round you could try lighting it if you want.
Okay.
All right, group 4. Actually, the group you attacked, they actually start climbing back down the wall. The group you attacked, Toadstool.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're in flight. So that's gonna change what they're gonna do. All right, that group would actually just start going back down the wall.
Okay.
All right, Red finishes sliding down and goes into the temple as well. All right, Salazar.
I'm just gonna try to make it all the way down to the ground.
Okay, one more athletics check. All right, you're on the bridge. So you still got your action, or you can turn your action into more movement. So
Okay, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to move it and I do dash again, but I'm going to slightly I'm going to test the bridge out with one of my feet, with my left foot, and see how sturdy it is for me just being on there. And then if it feels like it can hold my weight, then I'm just going to go as fast as I can across the bridge.
well, you're at the stronger part of it because you're at the part closest to the wall. So
Okay,
and you're the only one on it right now, except the spiders, which are still pulling it down. So, I mean, it's still eventually going to break if they all start piling onto it. But right now, Red and Ingo have gone inside the doors, so their weight no longer counts, and Toadstool's doesn't because he's in flight.
I'm just going to haul haul across as fast as I can.
Are you going to go into the temple, or are you going to go towards the altar?
Let's go into the temple.
All right, Lilithian.
Well, it looks like everybody went into the temple.
One thing you would note too is the spiders. They like have an aversion to whatever this red globe is.
Okay, so they don't seem to be wanting to enter that area.
Yeah, like they're not gonna. They don't seem to want to touch it. And then the other group of 3, after ice got exploded all over them, they look like they're leaving now.
All right. Well, I'll see if I can do the same then. I'll go ahead and Sorcerer's Burst.
Shouldn't I be over by you because you were carrying me?
Yep, that's accurate. He should be in the temple. Vivian. Oh, now he's a tall Vivian.
Well, I was kind of waiting to see what he wanted to do on his turn, like if he wanted to jump off, but
I gotcha.
you're not very far in the temple anyway, though, Vivian. You'll still get to do what you want. All right, so what are you doing? Sorry, Sorcerer's Burst and...
Yep, I'm Sorcerer's Bursting. My bonus action will be if there's anybody that I can see outside the temple, like in the temple door. Whatever you guys have to do in the temple, you got it. I'll give them a bardic inspiration. My action will be to Sorcerer's Burst. Here's my roll. I probably shouldn't have rolled with advantage, so it's just the 21, not the other. And it's that guy, or that group, however you want to do it.
And this is that special thing that doesn't get a save, correct?
Correct. It is a targeted. I would do fire, since they're spiders, I choose fire. And since I rolled an 8, it also gets a 2. So it's just 10 fire damage to that grouping of spiders. Or to that spider.
Well, it'd be the group. It's a swarm, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would actually mess them up. There'd be like loud screeches. Anything else you're doing?
Nope, that ends my turn. All I got left is a move and a reaction, but...
And that will get them to take off as well.
Sweet.
All right, so Joe, if you said you were in flight, right, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, they pile onto the bridge, and it snaps. Like that side of the rope breaks. So it's just hanging by the single rope now.
Okay.
And about half of them fall back into the mist off the bridge once it breaks.
Uh-huh.
Do spiders scream?
I assume they do that high-pitched screech stuff in movies just to make it seem cool.
And
all right.
Then they spread wings and fly.
No, that'd be some scary spiders.
So we're over here?
You're over there as like a holding place. It's your go though, Rick
Where are
Salty.
we actually?
You're barely inside the temple entrance.
How many spiders are actually around me?
There'd be, like I said, you could see the 10 feet that are hanging off the bridge, but it wouldn't be 10 because some of them actually fell, and then there'd be another set on the wall to the right. But also remember, the bridge is...
So I'm actually like here then?
No. You see the door above R1? Like you're basically... You're like right there, but you're inside. You're not on the cliff, the top of the cliff.
You're inside the cliff.
That thing he said.
So there's these two groups of spiders next to me.
Yes, but like I said, the bridge is half broken, and one of your allies is on the opposite end. So if you do like a fireball at the spiders, you're gonna probably completely
No,
fuck
I
up
only
the
have the
bridge.
one fireball.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're not burning the bridge. I
I
appreciate
am,
it.
however, going to do this.
That more than likely will probably break the bridge as well. Like fully break it.
Thunder wave.
So I probably shouldn't do that.
And you're also in a cavernous area.
Yeah.
That could cause whatever's on the ceiling to break, maybe too.
Probably not. As
You
much
do
as
the
that thing is
Red's
cool.
gonna have to get over here.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't write down the time for mending.
I think it's 10 minutes.
It says duration instant, but I didn't write down casting time.
It doesn't matter. Basically, if you use mending out of combat, I'm just going to let it happen. So
I'm out of combat?
no, when you're out of combat, if you cast it, I'm just going to let it work. If it's within the spell's capabilities.
So he's not worried about time frame when you're out of combat, but you are in combat right now.
I just realized I didn't cast mage armor on myself, so I'm going to do that.
There you go.
Okay. Do you want to move at all, or just stay where you are?
I can make it to about there.
You'd have to pull some cliffhanger stuff where you're climbing on the rope that isn't broken on the right side.
Nobody knows that movie. No movie, Demetrius.
Oh my god.
Everybody's too young here.
Except for us.
You basically have to arm over arm it on the right side rope.
Yeah, I can try to do that.
If you fail, you will fall into the mist.
And land on a bouncy house of spiders.
Well, you
I
would
mean-
have been the last person I saw, so you'd get a plus D6 if you need to use it. You'd have your bardic inspiration.
I would say that's going to take you... What is it? If you use both actions every turn, we'll go with 5 athletics rolls.
Don't
And
fail 'em.
if you fail, you fall. So it's extremely dangerous.
Okay, fine, I won't do that then. I'm just going to stay on this side.
I should probably look up what I'm gonna do.
Yep, because the spider that goes next, I think, is already dead.
No, it's the last set of them. It would actually start climbing down the wall. Alright, Toadstool's turn.
All right. So I need some clarification because these guys are basically like, there's nothing really where these guys are at the doorway in the cliff inside that doorway. There's nothing really in there. It's just like a hole in the wall, like a closet.
Well, let me give you at least 5 feet of it. I'm just not sure how to do 2 maps at once, and if I transfer the tokens, I'm not sure if that's going to mess things up.
You can
Well,
copy.
I guess my greater question is, are we all trying to get to R3, the red area here? Or is there something, because these guys have to cross the bridge to get to R3, but I presume we're heading there, but at the room that they're in, I don't know what's going on with that past that door.
And we wouldn't unless we were in there with them. So I just ran up here because I assumed we needed red to get to the red gem. But I also assume since everybody's heading into the temple that maybe there's something they saw in there. So I'm going to try and hold off spiders until they poke their head back out, probably.
All right, noob question. How do I move the tokens?
Copy paste is your best bet, buddy, so you don't actually have to move them. You can just highlight them as a group and then right click and hit copy.
Oh no, there's a cooler way. There's this drop down thing where it lets me tick boxes. So I'll see what that does.
Oh, okay.
At this point, the above cliff is probably out of game, right? So we could just have a map of the level that we're on, and the rickety ass bridge is pretty much falling apart at this point and basically uncrossable till we mend it. What is going on with the spiders? We just got like one on each side of the doorway, or there's like a line of them on the bridge that fell off.
I believe both is true.
Okay. I'm seeing all black, but I'm gonna still ice knife. Dude, I'm rolling like ass.
Oh god, everything's black.
So I don't know.
And the initiative's gone.
Yep, he switched maps. Only he can see what's happening right now. Uh-oh.
I'm way zoomed out. Is that carpet or is that blood?
I think it's carpet. I think he's got a mappy map going this time. Noise.
Hey, we're getting the red carpet.
And ignore the grid. It's a double overlapping grid from the map.
Okay. Well, metagaming wise or whatever, should we all be inside the where these guys are? I presume. So I'm just gonna move down into that door.
So he flies into the door.
So I'm gonna be inside the area with these guys. That's my move. So I'm good. I can't click my dude though.
Yeah, it's because I just made new ones because what I was trying to do did not do what I thought it did.
Okay.
If it helps at all, seeing as I'm not actually in the room, I will be RPing, trying to keep the spiders away from the door using my Sorcerer's Burst, which goes 120 feet. So,
what is that?
No problem reaching the door.
Because you're a bard. You're a bard. It's a sorcerer's.
Yep.
Burst. What is it? Like
you take a fun magical feat that lets you get a level 1 sorcerer spell and 2 sorcerer's cantrips.
Oh, okay. Oh, sweet.
You can do that for any spellcasting class you want. 5e did that so everybody could have access to some spells.
I haven't played with many sorcerers. Is that basically like magic missile except for sorcerers?
It's more like how do I put this? It's like a tiny, tiny fireball, but you can put it as any element.
Oh, cool. Are you using your guns your fingers, your hands like guns, and you're just like pew 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 pew?
Or my ears like lacrosse.
Oh, you're just.
All right,
Are
can
you
people
shooting?
actually move their tokens?
I can't even see where the hell my tokens are.
We're up in the top left corner.
I can move Toadstool.
Yeah, I can move. I can move me.
I can move Ingo.
I still can't find it.
So
It's just all black for me.
Zoom like all the way out, and then just move to the. Should be able to like right click, and it'll grip your hand, and move your map to where.
Yep. Otherwise, there's
No, I zoomed all the way out, and I still can't find anything.
Huh.
It's the upper left corner. You should be able to see it.
I can't.
Try refreshing then.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh.
Is your guy in there? Your guy should be in there, shouldn't he?
Well, and you should be able to see whether your guy's in there or not. I can see everything just fine. It's not based on your token. So
Yeah, I
probably
suppose it would be.
I mean, you can only see the little area, right? Everything else is still blacked out.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, good. I didn't want to screw that up.
Now I can. I don't know why it wasn't working.
No worries, bud.
What the hell was I saying?
So you flew in Toadstool, and that's going to end your turn, right?
Yep, I'm in.
Ingo, and then basically
So are
out
we
that
safe
door.
right now and out of combat?
No, you're still technically in combat.
There's a couple spiders like outside the doors, on the edge of the doors, I think.
Can someone close the door?
You're just going to leave your rabbit friend to die?
Oh shit, they're still out there.
Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm trying to keep the door clear of spiders to the best of my ability. If the spiders go away, I'll make my way in. I'll figure it out.
All right, for now, I'm going to switch back to the other map. Okay.
I guess so. All right.
All right, so for now, that's basically the gist of what the secondary map is inside the temple that you'd be able to see, because the rest is darkness. Nobody has their dark vision on currently, and so let's finish up with this map first. I think is the best way to go about it.
Okay.
So it's your turn, Ingo.
So I want to can I continue with the shield, but move forward and light a torch?
Well, the shield's the spell, so that's not going to affect you. And it's just, in my opinion, a movement action to light a torch. If it's going to light.
So just kind of. Oh.
And it would actually flare up. It's actually pretty dry.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And I'm just gonna kind of look around, see if I see any runes maybe on the wall or the. You said there's some pillars.
Yeah.
Do I see anything?
All right, there you go.
Is that a big hand?
That's a big
Yep.
hand.
with glowing fingertips coming up out of the floor.
Oh, does that casting light as well?
I suppose really dim light.
Okay.
Is it, how big is this hand? Like, is it huge?
About 15 feet by 15 feet.
I want to cast Detect Magic.
It's magical.
This gives me the ability to see magic for 10 minutes.
The hand is definitely magical.
Okay, I think.
And I
I'll
learn
just
the school,
move behind it.
whatever school of magic it is, if any.
Abjuration.
Okay, guys, the hand is giving off faint abjuration.
Which to the layman is usually used for defensive purposes.
So it might be trapped.
You might be trapped.
Can I move behind it? Like, well, actually in front of it?
I'll be a smart ass. You can try to do whatever you want. It's just whether or not it happens.
Okay. I didn't know if I could actually move my character.
Oh, can you move your little guy? Okay,
Yeah,
there
I
we
got
go.
him. Do I see like any rooms or anything like that around it, or on it, on the pillars or anything?
Not that you walked by. Actually, a little bit more would light up, being you have a torch.
Okay, I'm good.
I'm going to just hold on one second. I'm going to move my character right here, and with the spear with my javelin in hand, I'm just going to just poke at it, like in the middle of its palm.
Okay, nothing happens.
And you said there are lights on its tips of the fingers?
Yeah, dim light. Actually, we're gonna have to go back to the other map because it's the next spider set. Actually, this group is done. They're almost back down into the mist.
I can't really think of anything else to do at that moment, so y'all can go ahead.
Red would light a torch. All right, Lelathian, it's your go.
Okay. Well, everybody's over there. I am going to go ahead and run back around. Let's see here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I'm going to take a 20-foot running jump. So I'm going to run for 20 feet and try and jump the last 10 feet to acrobatics onto this rope that's on there. And then I'm going to use my rabbit hop to pivot off of that to jump the last 15 feet.
Okay, 2 of those are going to be, well, both those actions are going to be athletics checks, which are going to be, I want to say, pretty tricky.
Athletics? Can't it be acrobatics?
It could be acrobatics, but we're going to go with DC. I'm going to say 20 because you're messing with like a tightrope basically.
Ooh.
So like you're trying to jump on, like from a distance, jump onto a tightrope and grab it with your hands or whatever, and or get it so your foot is in line with it, and then push off in a hop. That just seems like some crazy, Matrix stuff. But I mean, it's possible.
Crazy rabbit stuff. Eh?
That's true.
Stuff. Can I have advantage since I'm a hoppy bunny?
No. Or like I said, you can do the hand over hand thing, and that's going to take you 5 turns, which the DC will be dramatically lower.
I don't want to do that. I wanted to jump off the thing, land, and jump. My beautiful bunny hop.
Give me a perception check, too, at this point.
Okay, here's a perception check. Nope, just flat. Roll it. I think it's an 18.
Okay. Looks like Red's, she's got an arrow knocked with rope tied to the end, and looks like she's pointing it at you.
So then there's 2 ropes?
No, it looks like she's probably going to try and shoot a rope across to you.
I see. All right, I'm not suicidal. I'll stop at this side. So I will move bunny hop to here, and then if there's any spiders around the door, I will go ahead and use my action to shoot a spider. Rather than bunny hop onto the or off of the.
Oh, I'd probably save it until Red shoots the arrow, would be my guess. That way you could tie it around yourself or something.
Yep, I'm right at the edge over here. I'm not on the bridge. I moved to the edge, and I bunny hopped so I could use my movement and my bonus action. And then at the bridge, I can use my action to Sorcerer's Burst in case there's any spiders still around the door over here where she's about to peek out. To try and clear it up.
Oh, well, for the most part, they're hanging off the bridge. And then the one that was by itself off to the right side is actually going back down, back into the mist as well. And the ones on the bridge are just trying to, like, get off the bridge. So.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about this guy over here then?
No, they're more intent on getting off the bridge.
Okay, then I'll just double move to there.
Okay, she shoots an arrow across, and it hits by your foot.
Sweet.
Red yells back into the temple, turns over her shoulder, and says, tie the rope to one of the pillars. To anyone that's listening.
On my next turn, I will do the same.
Oh no, she yells for you to just tie it around your waist and jump. We'll pull you up.
Oh, in case I fall? I see.
No, like you just fall. Well, yeah. Or you could just fall and they just pull you up because it's tied around you.
Well, that sounds like a terrible idea.
You would just arc back
myself
into a cliff.
But I don't want to fall on porpoise.
Okay. Well, then it's an extra security blanket for climbing across.
Yep.
Is anybody tying the other end of the rope to a pillar inside the temple?
I'm still a hawk.
So that's a big fat no? Okay. All right.
Hold on. I was going to just tie it around me. Because if he's not heavy enough to drag me down if he falls, I'll be able to withhold his weight.
Even though he weighs less than you, if you were to fall the 20 feet of slack, that could cause enough to just pull you with him.
What I was going to do is I'm going to wrap it around the pillar, and I'm going to brace my foot onto the pillar just in case something like that does happen.
Ingo, please don't let me fall. You're the strongest person I know.
I'm just going to roll my eyes.
Can I run out there and kind of spot him just in case he falls?
Well, I mean, she's you've noticed that Red has shot a rope across, which he's tied to himself, and she's just telling one of you after she shot it to tie it to one of the pillars.
Yeah.
The other end of it.
I
That way, if
said
he
I was-
falls,
I
like
said I
he's
was
not
doing that.
gonna. Okay, well then, all right. So I need 5 athletics checks. DC,
For me?
no, Lathian, DC 10.
Oh, you're gonna let me do that
Okay.
this round? Okay,
Well, no, we're just gonna speed it up. So,
I got you.
because nothing's gonna attack you. So,
Well, then I would like to try my acrobatics, whatchamacallit, first, since I have the rope now.
gonna try and show off now that you get your safety net.
Damn, Skippy.
And I'm the one holding on to it and bracing myself against the
Funny
pillar
go
that I
down the
wrapped around.
hole.
This is gonna be epic. Okay, so it's DC 20 then. Still,
Did you say we have heroic inspiration or anything like that?
Yeah, you get
Yeah,
an
you get
extra
it.
D6.
well, you get it once a day. Everybody gets it once a day, no matter what.
I may have to use that.
Okay.
So. $17, so close.
So you watch him take a running start. Everybody that's watching from the door takes a running start, jumps, tries to land his foot on the rope, and misses it. The look of fear in his eyes, like from what is that show?
Well, you made the second roll, so if you use your inspiration on the first, you'll probably do it.
I used my heroic inspiration. Oh, I didn't mean to roll with advantage. Ah, crap. You call it.
I'll let you roll again because technically you didn't say you were doing it.
I didn't mean to roll with advantage. That was my bad. So you want me to roll a third time? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, the second one will count, and the first one, only the 17 counts.
Yeah. Get in here. Heroic inspiration, no advantage. Don't roll with advantage, man. There we go. Normal roll. Do it. That'll do it.
Okay, so then he pulls some matrix stuff, lands on the tightrope, and then jumps across and lands on that entryway.
Duck and roll.
All right, we'll switch to the temple now. Got to get a bunny.
I say, thanks, Red. And then I over-explain. I was pretty sure we just needed to get you to the red gem, but there is some weird red mist thing that seems to be, I don't know. The spiders don't like it.
All right, you should be good to go. After you make the
Code.
jump, the little chimeric fox gives like a little yip and a howl. Like they're impressed.
I'm just gonna go over and sit on the hand at this point.
Nothing happened.
Thinking. Oh, I was gonna say while thinking things to myself. Sorry.
He's going to sit on the hand, and then he's going to do the thinking man's statue.
Oh, the statue, yep.
All right, we're all together now. Sorry for the delay, gang. Again. Apparently that's my theme tonight.
We're we're out of combat at this point.
Yes.
Okay. What do you want us to roll for perception or something to like look around here, see what we see?
Sure.
Who all has actual shields?
Well, my paladin does. Well, me as a paladin do.
Okay. And it's like on your back or something?
Oh no, it's in my right hand.
Oh, okay. I want to cast light on something to help us see, but I don't want it to shine directly in somebody's face. So I was going to just cast it on the back of somebody.
Well, Ingo's got a torch going, so.
Cool.
And so does Red.
All right, then I will just cast light on my back.
So are these sconces on the wall? Is this what the room actually looks like? Are there sconces on the wall or whatever?
Yeah, where there's little glowing parts. Those are sconces that would have an unlit torch in it. Sorry, I had to refresh. For whatever reason, it was blurring out the whole map.
An unlit torch. Okay.
Unlit.
I guess I'm gonna come out of form and resume being a halfling or whatever the hell I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a torch and just be like, "Hey, Annika, can you light this for me?"
Got
it.
Yeah, it would ignite immediately, touching it to another torch.
After she lights it, I'm gonna go into the corner and kind of dig through my knapsack and just look over my shoulder every now and then to see if anybody's watching me.
Yeah, we know what you're doing, buddy. Yeah, I definitely.
Nobody's really paying attention. I think they're more all concerned with his hand. Or congratulating Lelathian on the acrobatics stuff.
It's hilarious because I was totally gonna say you're coming back into a halfling because your fix is running out, isn't it?
Don't you never mind what I'm doing.
I'm gonna walk right here behind the hand, pretty much. What is it dark behind the hand by any chance?
No, Ingo's torch is giving off enough light. It looks like there's two long candlesticks, fancy ones at that, and with only mildly burned, fairly large candles. And then there's a bench of some kind you can sit on.
Is there any? I'm going to turn around, but facing the back of the hand. Is there like any inscriptions or anything like that?
No, and it just looks like where there's the dim glowing in the center of each of them is a hole.
I'm going to try to climb up onto one of the fingers to see what it is in the center. If I can see what's in the center of the
it's
finger.
Just like a hole.
Just a hole?
Yeah. Maybe 1 inch in diameter.
I'm going to start.
No, I bet that red stone up there on the altar probably goes in that.
Well, if it's anything like the last one, it just needed to touch red, and then it went into red. Like, that's what happened with Pinky. Like, went into his forehead as like a third eye crown.
That's thing. Emperor Pinky to you.
Yes, that's Emperor Pinky. You're right. My bad. That's why I was hopping to the other side, because I saw the red gem, and I was like, I'm pretty sure red just needs to touch the gem. But I'm wondering if there's not something in here that takes care of the aura that is causing damage to whatever touches it. Or didn't you say something like that happened, Toadstool? There was damage in that red mist or something?
The red mist on the island thing outside?
Toadstool looks up with his mouth covered in candy. What?
Oh, good God! Yeah, he's got white powder underneath his nose. He's golluming it up in the corner right now. Is basically what's happening.
Well, who's off in the corner?
On the other side, you're
Toadstool, he's golluming it up. He's like, my precious.
I'm gonna go sneak. I'm gonna uh I'm gonna reach in my pack something and then have something in my hand, but not large enough for where anybody can see it. And I'm just gonna have my character just sneak by and then like right next to him, and then drop whatever was my hand and be like skedaddling, saying in my own mind.
The dwarf had walked by you or whatever. You see him coming from a mile away, and he drops a pebble next to you and then kind of giggles.
You out of character that you know what it was, right? That I dropped.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay,
Refresh me, but I think I know what you're talking about.
I'll send it to you in your DMs.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think you can do GM/ to send messages here. Let me.
There you go. I
check.
sent it to you.
Okay, also send it to Toadstool then as well.
No, that didn't work.
Isn't it /GM?
That might be it.
For the most part, if you want to send messages, just use Discord. It's faster because I'm dumb.
Mine didn't work anyways. Maybe it's DM.
I'm good. I'm good, guys. Man, what's going on? I gotta hand it to you, Annika. You did a good job out there. Get it? Because there's a giant hand over here.
Is that rock candy?
I'm gonna
No.
say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What we had left. Making sure it's all there.
And I was gonna point down to the ground, indicating if he saw the one that I dropped, but I'm making it not noticeable, but to him.
Oh, I'm sure he did. So if you messaged him, he knows what it is. So it's up to him on if you want.
Oh, I hadn't
pick it
messaged
up.
him. I hadn't messaged him yet. I don't think I would be able to do that unless we're on friends list. Sorry.
Oh no, you should be able to click on his name in voice chat and text him.
All right. Did I see whatever he's doing?
Well, yeah, he dropped it next to you.
Okay.
So it's up to you on if you want to pick it up or not.
I presume
the
it's like is it like a chunk of rock candy?
It's like an 8-ball.
I'm gonna look at it and be like, I'm just gonna kind of kick it with my foot and look up and then like wink and then like kind of kick it around and like, like, you know, be stupidly subtle.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna roll
perception checks from anybody else.
I'm rolling a deception check, so to deceive people that I did not pick it up, but I did.
Okay.
I'm also going to put my finger up to him, up to my mouth, looking towards him, like saying "shh," and I'm going to pat my sack, my rucksack, indicating that he knows where to get some more.
I'm gonna give him the double thumbs up.
I mean, anybody that's catching sign glances, obviously the paladin and Toadstool are having some kind of buddy-buddy conversation.
Yeah, we're all just sign languaging back and forth about this giant rock on the floor. That's while everybody's just milling about looking at the hand.
I'm gonna start doing the rogue stuff unless somebody else wants to, and start peeping to make sure nothing's trapped.
Perception check.
That was what my 16 was for.
Oh, okay. There's no traps that you can see.
Okay. Room looks clear. Start heading into whatever the next door is.
There's a door to the left and right of the bench with candlesticks on each side.
Oh, that's
Okay.
what those are? Okay.
Then I will check.
Yeah, it's hard
the
to
next
tell.
room.
What's up with the couch? It's just like a couch.
It looks like a waiting couch or something.
Yeah.
Where like this is the antechamber, so you would just like come into the temple, and if you were waiting to meet with a cleric or whatever, you would just that's where you would wait.
Everybody's kind of look at that hand there to see. I mean, it's just a kind of art sculpture, huh?
It's giving off an aura of abjuration, but I think that might just be the lights.
Yeah.
And you said that there's like a hole in the middle of the hand, right?
No, each fingertip has a hole in it, 1 inch in diameter.
It, what I think I grabbed was a lemon that I put up to my mouth and started eating it was actually not a lemon at all.
Do the fingertips look like they are the right size to hold a torch?
It's a good assumption.
Guys, let's take the sconces off the wall and put them in the fingers.
Oh.
I'll do the one closest to me.
Okay, the sconces don't fit. It's too big.
I sent you
Damn, I
to
thought it would work.
Well, no, the torch is smaller. The torch goes in the sconce, so the sconce is too big.
Oh, yeah, take a torch and put them in the fingers.
Okay, it fits.
I sent you a DM, by the way.
Okay. All right. So you used 5 of the 6 torches to put 1 in each finger, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Nothing happens.
What if we found a piece of stick that we could use?
Who was examining the middle of the hand? Was that you, Exalting?
Might have been. No,
No, somebody told me like a couple minutes ago they were looking at the center of the hand. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was my
There was a
character.
hole.
That was me.
There was also a 1 inch diameter hole in the center of the hand.
So
All
would
right.
a torch fit in that?
That's a good assumption. And there's 6 torches and 6 holes, so
I'll put the
If
other
I
one in
may,
there.
if I may ask, what actually happens to my character at this point after he thought it was a lemon when it wasn't?
oh sorry, I have to read.
Oh, okay.
You get +2 to your casting stat for 2 hours.
Casting stat. Okay.
So +2 to wisdom.
Oh, okay.
And you get a +2 on perception rolls.
Okay. Is this enough to make me see things weirdly or no?
No, you just feel really good.
My character is just going to bust out laughing, like for no apparent reason at this point, with maybe a little bit of that cackle that y'all heard when with the tree ants that we fought.
All right, so 3 of the torches are lit. You put all 6 torches in the holes, but only 3 of them were lit. Red's, Ingo's, and Salazar's, right? So 3 of the 6 torches are lit and nothing's happening.
Torch. We just light them all.
Okay. At that point, the fingertips stop glowing. And the hand closes itself. So there's like you can see the torch in the middle burning. And then the ones on the fingertips are just all in like a pentagram formation, basically.
Yay, I'm smart.
But nothing aside from that, like, changes.
Does somebody want to peek outside and see if the red Mist is gone.
Yeah, I'll go check.
The red orb is
Take
still there.
Out of character because
Or the red dome, sorry.
I am perceptioning this door for traps.
Oh, sorry, that's not a door. It's south of where you are. It's that little brown thing. It's hard to tell.
Oh, it's down here.
Yeah, there's no traps
Right.
that you can tell.
Okay. We got a door. Does it seem to be locked?
We'll go with yeah.
Okay. Then I will start working on disabling the lock.
You're getting the impression that like the temple seems like it was closed up and just left. Okay, so yeah, you pick it. It's not that complicated. There's a... Well, let me show you. There's a desk, a chair, a bed, a couple candlesticks, and a little dresser in the north side. And then on the south side would be like a bookcase with some vials and flasks on top of it.
All right, I head in and start searching the place.
Alchemy check or a religion check? Probably a religion.
Okay.
What's going on in here, Lala? Lola?
Shut your face.
Oh, before we do this, does one of you have a
ahead.
light source? Sorry.
I do. I have light on my back.
Oh, okay. All right. Cast on your backpack or something.
Yep. There's religion.
I mean, there's 5 vials of clear liquid. You're assuming it probably is holy water. And this bookcase would just be completely filled with tomes on alchemy, different religions. A hodgepodge of like stuff that would be in an alchemy lab.
I'll go ahead and throw on my detect magic.
Nothing. Well, the vials would be like dim magic.
Okay.
But the rest of it just seems normal.
And just a reminder, detect magic goes through, I think, a foot of wood and like an inch of stone.
Yeah, you're still not going to get anything else.
Okay, cool beans. Then
Am I able to hear them mumble or talk in that room?
I mean, you'd be muffled as far away as you are.
I'm just gonna try as be as coherent as possible. I'm gonna see if it's coming this way while I move over this way. And I'm gonna place my ear against the stone wall.
Well, I mean, once you got that close, you'd be able to hear what they're saying just coming out of the door. They're not whispering or anything.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I'll grab these 5 vials. I'll say, I'm pretty sure these are holy water. Not super positive. Maybe that paladin in there might know better. I don't know.
I'm gonna come around the corner and be like, "What? Holy water? Where?"
I toss you a vial.
Athletics to catch it. You almost drop it, but you barely catch it.
Okay. I'm gonna.
It's very delicate crystal or glass. They're very fancy for considering how usually holy water, if you're throwing it, you don't really care how fancy the glass is, but these are very delicate, so maybe they were for some special ceremony. You would also notice that the glass is etched, and it has like the symbol of a spider on it.
Do I need to make a religious check on it, or?
I mean, you could. You're assuming it's probably some spider religion, but it's probably one of the older ones.
Oh, I'm done with these blasted spiders. This spiders that, and I'm just gonna toss it back at him, getting the shivers while I'm like freaking out over the word spiders, even though I try to maintain my composure over it.
All right, I'll happily grab it from you as I pass you, if you're not wanting it. Are these vials look like they're roughly the same size as these torches? Like, these vials wouldn't fit in there, right?
No, you're probably under the assumption that the torches is what you were supposed to do.
All
I mean,
right, cool.
the vials aren't shaped right. I mean, you could set it and it would like the concave of the hole would hold the vial, but like it wouldn't go in the hole.
I gotcha. It wouldn't trigger the mechanism. So then I'll head to the next door and check it for traps.
No traps.
No traps. Then is it locked? If it's not locked,
It's locked.
Okay, let's see if we can open it then. Kaboomafoom.
Okay, you unlock it.
Right.
Yeah, they're just common locks. It's nothing fancy.
Sweet. Pop it and lock it. I pop the lock.
There you go.
Detect magic would still be going on.
Yep, for 10 minutes.
I will look around here and
So I'm gonna come in here and help you look.
sweet.
I'm just gonna move my character right behind you.
Do I notice anything magical in here?
All right, one sec.
I am right behind Salazar. Is that your name? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Salazar.
Okay.
There's a desk
The
in
turn
here.
order.
I'm sorry, what, Ingo?
Too close.
The turn order, is it shut off? Like I don't have it on my screen anymore.
Oh, you're out of combat, so everybody can just do whatever they want until I say you have to roll for initiative.
Okay.
So you don't have to wait. You can just go and do what you want until I stop you.
Okay.
Oh, you probably want
Gotcha.
a perception.
Okay, there's a
Actually, go-
writing desk in here. There's boxes which have books in them, which appear to be religious pamphlets, all the same, with a spider on the front of it.
Some
Yeah.
spider religion, guys.
There's
So
a-
real quick, the hand is closed, right?
Yes, with a torch in the middle that's burning, and then the torches on the fingertips are in a form of a pentagram. That's how the hand is holding the fingers.
I don't
Are there
see
any-
shit.
Are there any spider bodies, like dead spider bodies nearby, like that I could pick up with my sword?
If I keep hearing, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I suppose there'd be one when Vivian blew him up. There'd probably be like one on the ledge.
Can I go and grab one and throw it like on the hand?
A spider?
Sure, you're gonna throw it in the middle of the hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess you could take a torch out and then put it back so it does the crushy thing again. Squish the spider.
Does anything happen?
Okay, so how are you gonna do this? The hand is currently closed with the torch burning in the middle of it, and then the
I'm
5
just gonna
torches at
throw
the
it on
top.
top. Like
Like try and
like
basketball it into the middle.
yeah, I'm just gonna kind of just toss it, like a dwarf toss, just on top, like, just kind
Okay.
of, I don't know, because a pentagram, fire, I just kind of, all the spider shit, like, I just kind of wonder if it's
Yeah,
some kind
experiment.
of,
Okay,
yeah,
so
totally.
Salazar would watch Ingo go out and grab a spider and start dragging it across the floor. So there's like a green ooze on the floor. Then she picks it up, basically throws it over. Well, what would that? That's an athletics check. Let's go DC 10 because you're pretty strong. And throws it and tries to like get it in the middle of the torches that are where there's a hole from the finger.
Is that right?
It smacks the side of the thing, so you can try again if you want.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to make a Constitution saving throw
For what?
so I don't see if I puke or not at the sight of
Nah,
this?
you're probably fine. The second one would actually make it in. One of the legs is probably broken and stuff like that. As it crunches and falls onto the other torch, you hear a high-pitched. Let me get my dice here. A high-pitched female scream, and you watch all the flames turn blue. And you that Toadstool, Lelathian, and Rexulti, you hear like a high-pitched scream come from where the hand is.
I'm gonna rush back and look.
I'm
And
assuming there wasn't any magic from inside this room.
no.
Okay. Then, yep.
It looks like basically the equivalent of Bibles of whatever the spider religion is where they were making them. Like that's what the boxes are full of, the bookshelves full of. It's all crisp, clean copies of it.
I will grab one of the Bibles in
'Kay.
case it's needed.
So write down you got that. The spider body stinks. There'd be sizzling from the blue fire that's now burning some of the insides of the spider. And as you're watching, you actually watch it turn into a naked female dark elf.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh, dinner and a show.
And it's now just being cooked or whatever at this point inside whatever this magical orb of blue fire is.
I'm just going to go into this room here just so I don't to keep my eyes pried away from seeing such atrocities.
Red is right behind me, right?
Yep.
Does she like react to this at all?
She's kind of got her hand over her nose going, God, that stinks. Because you're burning a human body at this, or an elven body at this point. It smells like burnt hair and flesh.
Okay.
And this is, with Detect Magic, who's ever got Detect Magic going, you actually see that this is no longer regular torch fire, it's magical fire.
Yep, that's me. I'm the one with Detect Magic.
So what is that?
Guys, the torches are magic now.
Well, no, the torches aren't magical. The fire from the torches was just regular fire, but now it's actually like equivalent to like bale fire.
Hey,
Yeah,
Red,
Like it's
the fire's
magical.
magical now.
I'm gonna peek and see if there's still that red glow outside from
Yes.
the stones. Is it still red?
Yeah, there's still the red cone.
Okay.
And I'm wondering what the point of this area is, if not to get rid of the red dome. Is there any writing or anything around here that might give us a clue? Besides the Bibles, which I'm now flipping through?
Now that there's so much light, well, now that actually there's the blue fire, you're actually seeing like reflective stuff on the pillars, which look like the equivalent to like the Ten Commandments or the rules of this religion.
Okay. Well, let's see what the rules say. Let's see if maybe we can cipher something out that will allow us to get rid of that dome. Because I'm still pretty sure we just need to get Red to the gym.
Is there any way that we can protect her from a fall if I just throw her over to touch to get to the altar?
I assumed we didn't go over there because of the red dome that it seems to be. Was that a force dome or was that damaging? I mean, I was standing right next to it.
You
You throw a
didn't mess
rock
with
at
it
it to
enough.
see what happens.
Okay.
No one messed with it enough.
Is red small enough for is it who has the hawk
Not
or who
me.
turns into
Toad can Toad carry a nerd?
Not,
Is
I
the
don't know.
sorry, go ahead.
There's still the rope going across, and then we can come back to Exulti's idea of mending the bridge.
Is the entrance of the of this area open or closed? Or did it close behind us?
No, it's still open.
I want to take my character. I want to take myself out to the. If I'm still somewhat coherent, to see to get up close to the orb, if possible.
You'd have to use 5 actions to go across the single rope that's left attached to the other side. Remember, the bridge is broken. Half of it's broken.
I am going to mend the bridge.
I thought the entrance.
Unfortunately, that's going to take up all the time I have for Detect Magic. Because it's 10 minutes to cast.
I
It's a
thought
minute
the.
to cast. I was wrong.
Oh, I thought the.
Okay, then I'll still have. I probably used up a minute by now, so probably 8 minutes left of Detect Magic.
And I'm detecting
Okay.
magic in here too, so.
Well, considering how bad off the bridge was, it's probably going to take you about a half an hour to fix it.
So correct me if I'm wrong. I thought the orb was in the middle of the sarcophagi, right near the entrance to getting into this place that we're in right now.
No, it's the other side of the bridge.
Okay, all right, my bad.
And if I remember right, it's floating at the top of that red dome.
Yes, it's at the pinnacle of it.
Yeah.
real quick? Do I have any special like speed because of being a fighter and an eldritch fighter and stuff like that? Is there any like fast?
Toadstool knows some
character?
stuff that'll give you a little edge, a little kick in your speed.
Oh, I could, yeah, right. I could take some of the candy. Do we have any extra?
Just saying.
Okay, so here's my idea. I'll grab red and I'll run across the bridge as fast as I can and then just jump and then get her across. While on
We should wait
Happy
till
Candy.
the bridge is done before we go.
right.
Yeah, I'm working on the
After
bridge.
it's repaired. After it's repaired, but we can get her across and she can grab it and then we can come back and
I would also
throw it on
suggest
the hand.
figure out what that red dome is before we.
Can someone help me with the bridge to make it go a little faster?
I don't have mending, and I didn't get the you get every cantrip.
Oh wait, I have it right.
I have it also. It's on my spell list. So I would help if it would speed things up, I would help mend.
I think it's a conjuration spell, right? So
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, I don't got it.
I mean, you would have the time. It would take 15 minutes, and now you have a brand new bridge. And as I stated, you guys don't know what the red orb does. So if you threw red into the red orb, you could potentially kill her.
Yeah, that's why I was like, let's figure out what this dome is first before. So once the bridge is back up, and I look and see there's no spiders, if we still have detect magic going, I'll go ahead across and try and figure out. What
No, by the time the bridge is repaired, Detect Magic is already worn off.
You're right. So I'll cast it again, but this time I'll ritually cast it, so I'm not burning a spell slot. And I will try and figure out what's going on with the red dome and potential
Awesome.
gem. to the best of my ability. You may be better at this, wizard. I look back at the goblin.
Well, can I ritually cast it and save a spell slot?
Yes, it's a ritual.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Just takes 10 minutes to cast. Or we can cast it together and...
Yeah, let's cast it together so we both have it and it takes less time.
Wait, mending is a ritual spell?
No, detect
magic.
Oh, okay. I was getting confused between what y'all were talking about, and then I'll just got the words mending in my head.
Because we repaired the bridge, but now we want to take a look at the force field and see what it's made of. So we're going to ritual cast detect magic together.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, you can tell that the half sphere is magical.
Is it abjuration?
Yes.
Can I make an arcana check?
Sure.
Hey, you're really good at arcana, buddy. You got this. Take an extra d6.
I think I'm going to use that.
So he gets 18 then?
So I got 15.
And here's my separate arcana roll, which will probably be worse than that. Yeah.
I mean, you didn't succeed, but your guess is if it's red, it probably has to do with fire.
It's probably fire.
What about the gym up there? Is that giving off the same aura as the dome?
Oh, with detect magic? No, it'd be so blindingly white, meaning it's like beyond it's the equivalent to almost god magic.
Okay. I ask our wizard if he can use Mage Hand to see if he can move that thing.
I don't think it's light enough.
Worth trying.
It's only the equivalent to about maybe half an inch by half an inch. It's like a ruby. It's the size of a ruby.
I'll use my last level 1 slot to use Mage Hand and try to grab it.
Mage Hand is a cantrip, buddy.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Yeah, I'm going to use Mage Hand.
And what's the distance? Let me look that up.
I think it's 30 feet.
Okay, then you're probably going to have to go halfway across the bridge minimum before you're within range.
Oh,
yeah, it's 30 feet.
We fix the bridge first, then we go across the
We
bridge.
Oh
did
no,
fix the
yeah,
bridge
no, the
already.
bridge it's a brand new bridge. I'm not gonna do some stuff where I'm like, well, you fall down because you're dumb. No, the bridge has been fixed this whole time.
Thank you.
Yeah, I go as close as I can and then I cast Mage Hand.
Yeah, cantrip 30 feet. Lasts for a minute.
Oh, the bridge is that.
I will.
I need you to roll well, I'll give you a choice before I do it. You're doing a contested magic roll against another caster. So if you fail this, something bad could happen.
Okay, what am I rolling?
A d20 plus your spellcasting, your +2 plus your +5 intelligence.
You got this, buddy. I know you can do it. Take a d6. As I spend another bardic inspiration for you.
$16.
That does not succeed.
Whoa. Well, shit.
And you take 14 psychic damage.
Oof.
And your mage hand is disintegrated. I mean, it only had 1 hit point, but still.
It's very cinematic.
You'd watch it. I mean, it'd
I
be a
think
pretty
I had
cool
temporary hit
explosion.
points.
So an explosion would happen at the top, and you'd watch him just collapse on the bridge, down to 1 knee at least. Or, oh, you're that close? All right. Well, that he would collapse.
Oh, that's just enough to knock me over.
Well, you're not. Well, it's equivalent to like, basically a lot of damage. Your brain hurts.
Worse
So I'm just out of commission now.
No, you're still coherent. You just got like
14 damage.
yeah, 14
worse
psychic
than brain
damage.
freeze? Like a brain freeze?
Pretty much. Like something tried to put their hand in his brain and crush it. That's what it feels like.
All right, I'm going to. This is dumb, but we need to figure out what this stuff does. So I'm going to put my little bunny paw into the red dome and see what happens, like my pinky finger or something.
Not gonna try like a rock or anything, or an inanimate object.
Are there any dead spiders around? Use one of those.
And see what happens. If it's a disintegrate, then I lose a third of my pinky finger. If it's fire, it's like, ow, okay, that hurts. Maybe take a little damage. If it's acid,
Well, as you start getting close to it, once you're within like a millimeter of it, you can start feeling heat come off of it.
Okay, which is why I wanted to use my fingers so that I could kind of tell.
Well, it's up to you on if you want to put your finger in it now, but I'm like, you would start feeling searing white hot heat, like before you even put your finger in it.
Good to know. I will not put my finger in there. And I would know that my unseen servant wouldn't survive in there either.
That paper that had the runes, was there anything else on there that maybe like another like combination that I could put in that might disarm this?
I'm gonna sit down and start reading this silly Bible. You also didn't tell us what the 10 Commandments said on the posts, BT Dubs.
It was basically almost the equivalent to like cave writing. You can't make out what it says because none of you speak the language, but I mean, if the people with it'd be religion checks team up, I might give you something more, but basically from the pictures what you would have got is it shows elves coming into what appears to be like daylight, and then like out of caves, and then them being attacked by like the sun basically, or cooked alive, and then it shows them running back into the caves, at which point it shows them doing rituals and sacrifices on an altar, which is a picture of the hand, and it shows them then being turned into spiders.
Ooh.
And then it shows like the last pillar would have the image of them like leaving the cave again, and as spiders basically, and just like death to everything else that they came across at that point. But the text, you're going to have to spend some more time. That's just what the pictures would show. Like, kind of like stained glass windows almost, only it's on pillars.
So, I guess the next hour or however long it takes me, I'm going to go ahead and ritual cast Comprehend Languages. And then I will, since doesn't seem to be anything out here that I can do, I'll move back into the temple, comprehend language, make sure I read all the pillars, then I'll make sure I start going through the Bible that they have to the best of my ability to see if I can't figure out some way of deactivating that.
So there was nothing else on that paper,
Oh
right?
no, sorry, Ingo. I was at the same time I was talking to him. I was researching what
No,
there
no,
was. There's
that's
no,
fine.
there's no other information that's gleaned. I mean, the only thing else it will be referencing is something referred to as a Scarlet Sentinel, and made from blood onyx, which you're assuming is probably the statue that's in there. Basically, the generic term it phrases in the center of this area. You see a faintly glowing red gemstone hovering above a 12-foot tall statue of a warrior that sits atop a stone dais. The gemstone's glow dimly lights the area. On the floor, there's a red circle etched with strange sigils around the statue and the sarcophagus and the throne.
Would I be able to decipher the sigils?
Anybody with detect magic or would it appears to be some kind of abjuration thing again.
I have detect magic.
Well, that's what you get. It's abjuration. You're assuming it probably has something to do with the fire orb.
I'm gonna make an Arcana check on the runes.
Okay, you're gonna end up with the same information even if you succeed.
So since it worked with the hand, I'm just gonna try it. Are there any other spider bodies around?
No. You're sure at the bottom of whatever's in the mist there's a ton of them, but
Okay,
that
this
was
is
the only
gross,
one.
but what if I took the body off of the altar and brought it into the red orb or the red circle?
Well, that's up to you. Lilithian might tell you that you're going to get burned. I mean, you would have heard all that stuff.
I wouldn't touch it. I would just kind of push it.
Oh, you're going to push the body through it?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, good God! All right.
It worked with the other one.
Toss this dead dark elf body into the red dome.
Okay, so you watch Ingo go back across the bridge. You pull out one of the torches so the hand opens up again. You take out the dead body. The blue fire would go away. Are you putting the torch back or just putting it back in the sconce?
I'm gonna leave everything the way it was, but I'm just gonna take that body off.
Okay, so you put the torch back in the hand and it goes back into the pentagram formation with just regular orange fire at this point. And you I'm gonna need a con roll because this is where you might get nauseated.
Me or
you, because you're dragging a nasty dead body with burnt entrails and everything.
Constitution?
Yeah, con or fort save, which is basically just con.
7.
All right, you throw up over the side of the bridge. You can continue dragging it across. You can smell anyone that's on the circle side about 15 feet away. Once the wind hits you, you're just sickened with this horrible smell as you're watching her drag the dead body across the bridge.
And I'm just gonna heave it into the circle. I'm not gonna touch the circle. I'm gonna try to stand back as much as I can without standing on the bridge itself and just kind of chuck it in a little bit.
Okay, you throw it in. It's not that hard, as strong as you are. You throw it in there. It lands at the base of the statue. Give me a second. I'm looking for a picture here.
You might have trouble finding a picture of a crispy dark elf.
Yeah. At that point, you watch the runes start glowing, and then you watch the body actually start to regenerate.
Oh my, okay. I'm going to back away.
All right, you can move your person. You're not in combat yet.
So we released a Dracolich, and now we're gonna release some kind of immortal dead god or something?
Hope not.
And you watch a female dark elf stand up that looks like that.
I'm assuming I'm in the temple.
Has a staff in one hand and a glowing blue-bladed longsword in the other. It has the same evil blue glow from the balefire that was coming out of the hand when you had her cooking in it.
Well, I regret this now, 100%.
Wearing black studded leather with a robe over it.
Ingo, what do you regret? I say as I'm flipping through a Bible.
I think I just reanimated that corpse
Huh?
that was on the hand.
They
Yeah.
came back to life as an
Well,
elf or as a spider?
as an elf. It's at the base of the altar with the red
Well,
You're
gem.
basically watching
talk to.
her skin grow back and stuff.
Shit.
Toadstool's like, I gotta see this shit.
So you're basically watching a scene out of like the Mummy where she's regenerating in phases.
Is she laying there? Or is she like
Still motionless and unconscious, but you can see that there's a staff with glowing blue fire at the tip, and then a long sword with sheathed in glowing blue fire.
do we still got any extra rope laying around?
It won't survive the fire dome.
So do we have extra rope laying around?
We put our 100-foot of rope over here, leading down to the thing. If you fly up top, you can untie it and you can do whatever you want with it.
Or there's the 50 feet that Red has. So
Or there's the 50 feet that Red has.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to make a lasso. Like, how long is this taking? Like, is it slow? Her regenerating?
trying to think of an equivalent. Maybe like 10% every 6 seconds.
Oh, so it's pretty fast. Okay. Well, while she's doing that, I'm gonna see if I can get Red's rope and use a lasso, throw it in there, and try to get like the staff or whatever.
Okay, you do that, and the rope incinerates.
No,
So you lose
Bummer.
like 10 feet of it.
bummer.
I look at you and I say it with my eyes first before I say it with my mouth. I told you so.
You didn't know. You didn't touch it.
Is Red
Okay.
doing anything?
That would incinerate the rope if you threw it in there.
Sorry,
I'm
what,
hearing.
Ingo?
Sorry, go ahead.
What'd you say,
I was
Ingo?
just wondering if is Red doing anything? Like, I mean, she can see all this.
Just
but
kind of standing there watching you, crackheads, basically.
Crackhead.
I kind of want to push her in. Does anybody else kind of want to push her in?
I wanted to throw her in, but
No.
everyone
Guys,
keeps.
See what happened to the rope?
stopping.
Well, while I'm trying to get the rope from I'm gonna say like Red's standing next to me, and then I'm gonna look over my shoulder and just like look at the group and just kind of like push her in.
Well, she's back at the temple. So you have to drag her across the bridge first, and I'm sure we'll have something to say about that, Toadstool.
Is there?
I like
is there
how
any
slowly the
reason-
party's just becoming more morally gray.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to just get there. I mean, am I hearing this from within inside the temple? What they're talking about? What they're planning to do to Red?
I don't think anybody's really.
No,
Saying-
right now it's Toadstool and the Lathian, and maybe Vivian could hear the conversation that's happening between those two.
This is like me trying to talk him out of poking
At the
somebody
entrance
with
of
a
the door to going into the temple, I wouldn't be able to hear it.
Yeah, you're too far away.
Okay.
Yeah, after the rope disintegrates, I'm gonna get my pokey stick and then I'm gonna poke the wall just to make sure.
Same thing
Just to
happens.
make sure.
You have a burning stick, it lasts a little bit longer.
Wait, I have an idea. Is your stick completely burnt, or just somewhat burnt? Like the tips burnt?
I mean, it's sort of on fire.
Well, let's test a theory. So, you toss the spider into the flame, it turned blue, and then you tossed the elf that came out of it into the red, and that did something different. So maybe you have to interact with the hand first, and then you can go into the red dome. So why don't we try it with an inanimate object first before we start asking for volunteers?
Just to
Good
be
call.
clear, 3 rounds have officially gone by.
Yes,
All
and
right.
my plan is to stand here so that once she's able to talk, I can do the bard thing and hopefully ask her some questions before she burns my face off.
So you want to put the staff on the hand?
I want to put some in. My suggestion is we put some inanimate object on the hand, see if it does that blue fire thing again, and then put it in the dome and see if it does the regeneration thing again. If it does, then that would tell me we could probably do the same.
Okay.
Use the blue fire. Use the blue fire to get into the dome. Like light ourselves in the blue fire to get into the dome.
It's an idea, but I would do it with inanimate objects first just to test it out. Because
So you're going to sacrifice one of the party, and then when they're dead, you're going to put them in the red orb. Is the gist I'm getting at.
That might be a bad idea. So
We have resurrection potions.
we test it.
And there's
first.
holy water.
Oh, good God.
And there's probably some kind of like exorcism spell in that Bible that you have. I mean, maybe,
Could be.
I don't know.
Well,
Okay,
no one's gotten to that
find an
yet.
object.
All right, so I don't know. What are you going to try and go back and put in the hand? I'm sorry.
How about one of there's a bunch of books in there, right? Like Bibles and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll just put one of the Bibles in there on the hand.
Okay, it doesn't turn. It doesn't do what it did last time. It just stays orange fire.
So it needs blood.
What did you say? Blood?
It needs blood, right? To turn blue, to sacrifice.
Maybe.
In the. So
Go
I'll
over
just cut my hand.
Oh, I was going to offer
pour
to
the
do
blood.
that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, up to you. Do you want to do it, or do you want me to do it?
I'm down.
Okay. Do you have? Okay. So he's gonna walk up over to you and be like, "What are you thinking?"
I think we need to put blood on the altar as a sacrifice to make the flames blue, and then we can maybe consecrate the object, and then pass it through the red fire or the glow.
You got a dagger?
I've got swords.
Yeah, you have a dagger. Everybody has a dagger that wanted one from the mine.
Oh, okay. Well, I must not heard that. I'll just grab my dagger out and I'm just gonna like grip the edge as hard as I can and yank the blade upward, and I'm just gonna pour my blood all over the center of it.
Okay, nothing happens when you do it, Ingo, but when he does it, you would watch the torches flicker and turn what would it be? Like they would just flare up, I suppose, momentarily.
Okay. No blue though.
No blue, and you would hear what sounds like a high-pitched combat cry from a woman that sounds extremely pissed off, and I need a reflex save, Salazar.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Somebody didn't like what I was doing. That's a dexterity. 21. Oh wait, hold on. Did I do it wrong? Was there actual reflex in here? No, I think I did.
You rolled a natural 20, I think.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 20. My dexterity bonus is a +1, so it's a 21.
Okay, you take 12 points of fire damage as you get smacked with a fireball.
Why? I'm just gonna look up at it and I'm just gonna be like, oh, so you want to play like that, huh? You said 12 points of damage?
12, yeah.
Okay, hold on.
All right, I just got a brain worm. I think there's 5 of us. I mean, this may just be coincidence, but serendipity
Sorry.
is a thing. We have 5 vials of some sort of holy water in this religious place where people turned into spiders and did all this stuff. What if we get Toadstool to drink one of these vials of water and then test out the hand and then test out the thing? Because we know Mikey will try anything.
What? What?
I bring out one of the vials to Toadstool and I'm like, hey dude, this vial has the best liquor / yummy candy tummy stuff you'll
I'm not
ever
even gonna let
have.
him. I'm not even gonna let him finish. I'm just gonna grab it and drink it.
Good God. You take 13 points of evil damage.
Evil damage.
Oh no, it's unholy water.
I don't think
Now
that's a thing.
Let me ask you something. Is there any more of those potions with that creepy crawly spider picture on it in that room? Or did he take them all?
No, he took them all. He took all 5.
Okay.
So now that you've drank it, put a little. Let's heal you first.
After he drinks that, he basically just starts spitting up blood. And then you're actually watching the vial in his hand start to fill back up.
I'm trying to catch the blood that he spits up in something.
Oh, good God. Well, you have a couple empty vials, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you get some of his blood in a vial. Well, he's coughing up blood. He's not helping you, Toadstool. He's just trying to catch the blood you're spitting up.
And when he's done spitting up the blood, I'll give him a little healing. I think I have something.
I think I see where you're going with this.
I tell him to drink his healing potion.
Heck yeah. I gotcha.
All right, you heal up.
Here.
We're on
I'll
round.
drink my healing potion too.
We're on round 6 at this point.
Can I do that?
Sure. Everybody can be at full health if they want.
And I will pour the vials that he spit up onto the hand.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Well, I tried. I go back up here and wait for her to regen so I can talk to her, and hopefully it's actually a conversation and not a
We
mess.
need to get another spider.
I mean, I'm not going down there. Are you going down
Oh,
there?
well, we don't have the damn rope anymore, huh?
We still have the 100-foot of rope from over here. But
Can
somebody
Toadstool fly down and get one?
I have a question. Does it matter which general direction that I'm standing at? If I put more of my blood on there, would that fireball do like a homing missile attack directed at me no matter where I stand?
You'd have to try again to figure out if that's going to happen.
I'm gonna actually do that because I mean I'm my hand is like deeply cut, so I'm like got nowhere to like put the blood at this
Ingo, are you
moment.
getting out of there?
I'm moving away.
This time I'm pouring my whole hand on it, and like my blood like ooze all over it.
Hey, Red, why don't you come join us over here?
Yeah.
But I'm all at the same time I'm getting my shield putting in my other hand before that happens, and I'm gonna get ready just in case it does come right at me.
Okay. There'd still be a reflexes check, dexterity.
Okay.
My guess is your god's not compatible, and which is why I thought maybe if we drank this unholy water or this holy water, it might make
Another
us
21.
But it didn't.
You got another natural 20? What the hell?
Yes, I did.
You take 10 points of fire damage, and yeah, it would actually come directly for you and blast you.
I'm just gonna stand up and kick the hand and say, "Stupid thing."
We're gonna be round 7. Does anybody want to do anything for round 7?
No, I'm literally
I
waiting
would like
for a person.
to get a spider.
I would like to push Red into the thing.
I would like to stop him from killing the only person that needs to stay alive.
All right, Rexalti, what are you gonna do? Because I mean, if Toadstool and Ingo try to drag Red, they're probably gonna be able to overpower her. So it's are you just gonna
I'm
let
not
it happen?
going to drag her in there.
Oh, okay.
No, I won't do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna make it subtle and just be like, "Hey, Red buddy, come here. Look at this thing on the ground over here. It's so weird."
That's a
And
deception
then
check.
just like subtly push her in when nobody's looking.
When everybody's looking, you son of a gun.
Why don't you just fly down and get another spider from the bottom?
That would be
Again, it's
fantastic.
so misty.
She's not buying your bullshit, Toadstool.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
At this point, I'm just going to tear a piece of cloth that I have on me somewhere and just wrap my hand up, and I'm just going to drink that infinite bottle of potion.
All right, you're back at full health. I mean,
Stupid freaking statue.
all right. So, did I
is that
miss
statue
anything anybody was
movable?
saying? No, the statue hasn't done anything.
No, it's a statue movable.
It's a 12-foot tall stone statue sitting in a chair right now. It looks like it's made out of blood. Oh God, what is it? Blood onyx. And the red gems floating above its head at the top of the dome.
Wait, what? Outside of the dome?
No, the red gem is the top. Like it's
The
like
apex.
within the apex of the layer of the dome at the top.
So it's still
Like a
inside the
unit.
dome.
Could that fireball penetrate that? Could it potentially hit that gem and knock it down? That was being shot at Salazar.
I mean, fireballs can go a ways. I mean, but you'd have to figure out a way to get it to aim at the gem.
So
What
hitting.
Well, he would have to stand in front of the.
What happens if the
Yeah.
guard shoots it?
I have an idea, but this is out of character, though. I'll just wait.
Like you'd want a spell that actually can move something. Like your Thunder Wave might be able to move it. But Fireball usually just burns stuff.
Well, what about your Sorcerer's Blast?
Again, that would just do whatever elemental damage it hits.
Gala.
It's not a thing that moves a thing. I would have used my Unseen Servant, but this thing is filled with fire, and that
I don't think Thunderwave has the range to get to it.
It's a 15
I'm going to.
cone.
Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, you could probably snag it as a bird there, Toad. You might get a little toasty on your toesies.
I think it's on the inside of the thing, isn't it?
Nope, it's at the
I'm
very.
I'm going to go out to the. Sorry, go ahead.
That's my question. Is it on the inside of the dome or the outside of the dome?
It's
If
like on the.
outside-
It's like an inch into the layer, the top layer of it, but it's at like almost the apex of it. So
What would
like it's
happen if I
barely.
cast Shatter on the statue?
I don't know.
I'm going to go up to the party and I'm going to be like, does somebody want to take a vial of my blood, pour it on there while I get flown up to the top if possible?
I'm reading something. What'd you say?
I was saying, does anybody want to take a vial of Salazar's blood and put it on the statue where he got blasted twice? But while that's happening, he'd be flown up to the top where the gem is, or wherever the goal is at this point is, to see what happens.
I put my finger or my paw on my little pink nose and I say, "Not it."
Real quick, Jim, did you say that a leg fell off of the spider when I was putting it on there because it bounced off?
Oh, you
Of
just
the-
broke it. It was kind of like at an angle.
But no parts fell off?
No parts. I mean, there's some slime and stuff from when you drug it in.
Is there any way to safely scoop that up and put it in the middle of the altar?
You'd have to go into the red stuff to do that. Or are you talking about the hand?
No, in the temple, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you could scrape some off the carpet, like with your knife, and like scrape it off on the hand.
Okay, I'll try that.
Okay, the blue flame would start up again, and it would cook that, but then it would just go back to orange flame.
All right.
Okay.
I have a spell here. I'm going to try to rearrange some stuff. What do you think of this spell? Does it say? Doesn't say what it does.
Absorb elements.
Short elements.
I can use that in bird form or whatever if it's possible, and try to scoop that gem that's at the top of the thing.
Well, you've used your magi ability for the day, so you'd have to use your regular shape-changing stuff.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what the limitations of that are.
You can't
I mean, unless you want to just do what I was going to see, because I was just thinking about being flown up there and then see if the fireball comes out, and then see what happens if it hits or makes if it makes impact with the shield or not.
Out of character.
But closer to the gem.
Question. Out of character. Just using what we know. How are you flying up there?
Bird
Do you have
form?
as you up there? Because nobody else does.
What?
Oh, if you're talking to me, I was talking about someone literally, whoever can fly him up there,
Yeah,
and then when someone pours the blood on the stat or where I was at, where I got blasted last, and see if since the fireball will be recognizing my blood and want to indicate it hitting me, see if it'll hit like we go down before it makes impact on me, and hopefully it'll hit the shield instead.
So nobody can fly you up there. The only person that can fly is the person who can shape change, and he can
Yeah,
only turn into a hawk. So he can't
Yeah,
carry any of us.
I can't carry 40, 50 pounds.
Okay, so that's what he was asking earlier. That's why he was throwing that idea out there.
Yep.
Because he
So
doesn't know that. I mean,
so that it made more sense.
yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, I didn't know that out of character either. But in character, I was trying to see if that would have been an idea that could probably we could go with.
Is this lady fully formed yet?
Looks about, well, you're around 7, so round 8 will be starting. She's about 80% done.
Okay.
The only other thing I would have, if I can't use that absorb elemental thing, I would use gust of wind to see if I can move that thing as a it's a second level spell. I can link the or copy paste.
Oh, I kind of know what Gust of Wind does. It doesn't move
Yeah.
the red orb. It doesn't move it.
No, I'm talking about the gem. Doesn't move anything inside the. Doesn't move anything inside the orb or whatever dome.
Well, I know I can mess with arrows and stuff like that, so I get where you're going with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to move the gem at this point.
Okay, same thing. I need a contested spell casting roll.
And we'll go ahead and give you inspiration. So add a d6 to your roll.
Man, I don't know what the hell am I? A druid? That's intelligence.
Yeah, so
I
10
think druids
plus
are wisdom.
10 plus wisdom mod plus 2.
Wrong one.
Sweet. You can add a d6 to that.
Boop.
22.
He takes 14 damage. Boom.
Who knows?
The other guy.
I need a wisdom save.
Whatever I'm contesting, the other guy does.
Well, could be.
Where am I? There it is. Big money, big money. Ooh.
Okay, you actually see it wobble a little, but it stays roughly where it is, and then you get smacked the same way Vivian did.
Oh, dang it.
And you take 21 points of psychic damage.
Wolf.
Well, start down in that potion.
Brain freeze. Well, I tried. I'm done. I'm out.
Alright, round 9. You got a round left. You actually hear her gasp for air and suck in a whole bunch of air.
I really think we should try to get a spider.
I still think we should throw red into the thing. I'm just going to yell that. I think we should throw red into the thing.
Well, that almost got it. I'm going to try Mage Hand again.
He rolled a 22, just so you know. So, I mean, it's obviously... You might not be able to do it.
Ignore that. I accidentally clicked it and couldn't click out.
Alright, so this is your last round before she's going to become conscious. So, just so everybody knows.
It was a good game, everybody. We just resurrected a god.
Well,
I want to.
we can talk to her.
I want to. But am I able to hear what they said about throwing red in there?
No, you were inside messing with the hand.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just.
What I find most funny about this is very similar to Ghostbusters 1. The end fight.
We're fighting Gozer.
I'm just gonna stand where red is right now.
Remember, if she asks if you're a god, you say yes.
I have the Bible. I have the unholy water. Trust me, I plan on making a good show of this.
Yeah, so if she's resurrecting, I'm going to stand over here.
Smart.
Yeah, we should make some.
I want to try one more thing.
Okay, this is your last round, so it's whatever you can do in a round.
I'm gonna stand in front of red, and I'm just gonna quickly pick him up or pick red up and throw him towards the red circle.
Oh, jeez.
Do we notice this?
I'm gonna throw him as hard as I can. By the way.
Okay, so that's going to be an initiative check then. And she has an arrow knock, so she's going to shoot you.
As she's being
Wait, she gonna shoot me?
Yeah, you're attacking her.
I wasn't attacking her. I was saying I was throwing red.
Yes,
Yeah.
Red the Ranger.
The
Who
red
has a bow.
nerd, right?
Yes. Right? That's
Red is a
No.
ranger. He has a bow.
The one that's like behind me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not just gonna stand there and let you throw her into the death circle.
She's a
She's
carrier.
shooting you.
Pink was a rogue. Red is a ranger. So yes, if you're
Oh, okay.
picking
All right.
a
I'm just gonna be like,
creature-
before she even tries to do anything, I'm like, come on, I was just seeing if it would work.
she
No
says
harm,
we
no
should pay
foul.
attention to what's going to happen here in a second. She's like, "What are you trying to do?"
Well, I figured that maybe you would have gone through one phase, considering Red Shield, you being red. I mean, come on now. And I'm doing this as a deception, by the way.
That's fine. She says a
Knowing
voice in
my-
my head told me I'm supposed to get that gem. That doesn't mean I'm going to go killing myself for it.
She didn't even try to like touch it, has she? The dome?
No. Well,
So,
she's
I
been
mean-
hearing what you guys have been doing, though.
Yeah. But I mean,
Deception on, by the way,
can we
because
add- Go
Huh?
ahead.
Okay. So I was just saying. I mean, I was saying that. I was saying that. So yeah.
She'd believe you.
I'm trying to feign innocence on this one.
She believes you. She's still focusing on what's going to happen. She's trying to get a shot past you.
So, in the round that we have left, is there any way that I can make it down to grab a spider and put it on that hand?
No, that would have been. That's good. Well, it's. You don't know how far down the ground is. So that's the problem. I mean, you could start climbing down the side of the wall if you wanted, but I mean, that's going to take a long time.
I mean,
Yeah,
you can
okay.
make it down there real quick, but you might not be coming back up.
No, that's okay.
Plus, nobody has any idea what's in the mist. So once you
Nope.
fell down, you'd be injured, and then you're assuming there's still the 100-some spiders that climb back down there.
Gotcha. All right, let's do this.
All right, so her eyes flutter open. She stands up, looks kind of confused. Then she proceeds to start screaming as you watch her flesh start burning.
What? Get out of the circle!
God.
Get out of the circle!
That's awesome.
You see her start casting something. Her eyes start glowing blue. And she's still burning, so it smells like burning flesh again. And at this point, you watch Lilithian and Rixulti see the golem's eyes start glowing red, and it stands up.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Hey, Toadstool. Throw your absorb elements at the lady in the thing, maybe.
Where the hell
Get
did-
on our side before the golem. I don't know.
Can I? It's only on self.
Oh, well then that won't do it. You can't do it. And I got nothing. I say, lady in there, get out of the circle. You can do it. I know you can. Have bardic inspiration. Yay, you. Roll a save or something.
All right, so at this point, everybody roll initiative, and I think this would probably be a good place to stop.
Do we need to roll initiative right now?
I mean, technically no, but it's not going to matter. I'll keep whatever everybody rolls. So
Oh, okay.
I'm rolling it.
16.
Oh, yay, my first low roll.
Holy crap.
Ooh, let's blow that up.
I just moved you a hair down, so I didn't cover up the altar.
All good.
You're still technically like right on the edge of it, though. So
Nice. There is a. Damn it! I don't remember what it is. I think if you click it and hit Control, you can blow up the pictures you put out there. I could be wrong though. I think left click and Control. No.
I mean, I can make it bigger with Zoom, but like I said, I'm stupid. I'm still learning stuff. So
No, it's all good. I remember that there's a button combo that you can do as GM. So when you throw a monster out, you can actually put it to the front of all of our pages blown up so that we can actually take a good look at the picture before you, and then we can all click off of it.
I would like that. That way you can actually see it.
Yeah. It's a great little.
Is it too late to move?
I have to research and remember. I don't remember.
Is it too late to move my character before we initiate combat?
Yeah, because that's kind of where you are.
Okay.
We are where we are. All right. Sounds like we're calling it for this week. Again, I'm very sorry I was late. I will not be late next week.
Yeah, no worries. Shit happens.
It do. But now I got a sweet patio table for my patio.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm just rolling in a shift for these people before we quit.
Oh, damn. How many people you rolling initiative for? Spiders coming back?
Got to roll for her. Got to roll for red. Got to roll for the sentinel.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and duck out because I need to go and take food over to the family for family dinner. Have a good week.
Thanks.
You too.
Have a good one, everybody.
You too.